Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love and Healing Tarot. How are you? Hope you're well and good to see you. And I'm sorry I haven't been here that often, but I'm trying. I work full time, so it's really hard to get all these zodiac readings done in one weekend. It's really a lot of work, but I enjoy it so much. And one day I hope to do it full time when I retire. And so I'm going to do my best to get something in at least once a month on a big reading, and then little messages here and there for the collective as well. So let's start your reading today, Scorpio. I hope that you're either in love or not with someone, but self-loving and romance, or maybe you're in a serious relationship or looking for one. So let's see what Spirit is here to say for you in this crowning message, this crowning energy for your reading. Let's see, Scorpio, what is going on in this new moon of Cancer? We have shifting universes. Okay, so this is very interesting. When you're shifting universes, it means you are definitely looking at life in a different way, that you are awakening to something new, something different. You've shifted your consciousness, your path, the way you do things. And when you shift consciousness and you shift universes or shift timelines, or you're on a different path, things change. Things that you like, things that you used to eat, the way you dress, even where you live, or even where you work, all of a sudden, boom, you're in a new place. So the shifting of universes is definitely affecting your love reading here, your love life, and perhaps the person that you're looking for. And that could be reason why you shifted universes, because you are now definitely looking for something different, something that has woken you up to something that will make you, happier. Why not? We don't want to settle for anything. And so when we find ourselves in a very good place, balanced, happy, that is the time when we will meet, someone who is probably emanating the same energy. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know, Scorpio. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, here we go. The Ten of Coins. This has come out 4 times already. You want something more valuable. You want something that is has value, something deeper. So the Ten of Pentacles to me is something that's within someone that has value, like you do, so you want to value this person. You want them to value you. And it's very important that we keep that standard. Okay, so 10 is a big number here in the tarot. What else can we find out here? Oh, the Six of Cups. You want something youthful and sweet and clean. Something you've definitely stepped around. You've definitely stepped off the path that you were on, and you're awakening to something much better. You've awakened and you've cleaned house, So the Six of Cups here is a reminiscent of the past, of youthfulness, of sweetness, of new beginnings. And that's what you want. You want something sweet and valuable that you can value, that someone will value you as well. And then we have the Nine of Staves. Yeah, you've tired. You've tired in relationships. Perhaps you're always the one who's always compromising, because you are very, very emotional. You have feelings. You can sense a lot from people. You read very well. And I think the Nine of Staves shows me that you've, had a lot on your plate always, and this is not what you want. You want the sweetness of a relationship. You want new beginnings, easiness, comfort. You want value. It has nothing to do with what this person does, what they have, what they own, what they drive. You want the value of a person that's within. Okay, what is the value within a person? Not what their outer life is about. Okay, and let's see what else. Shifting universes. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. What else can we see here for our Scorpio? The Prince of Cups. So you're learning. You're definitely learning more about your emotional life. I think that shifting universes has affected that. You emotionally let go of things that don't serve you anymore, and now you're on this new new beginning of learning about your inner life, and that's part of shifting universes. So to me, it seems like there's this self-learning going on, healing, letting go, creating new space and new building of an emotional life over the value of love and of oneself, and no more, burdens of someone else's burdens. You can't carry that anymore. If you're a healer, yes, that happens, and you just have to keep a healthier boundary so that you don't accumulate all that energy because you love someone or you want to help them. But remember that you're accumulating that energy, so you have to have a healthy boundary so that you don't have to now process all that energy that is of low frequency, because when someone is not well, that's what that frequency represents. Okay, so here we go. The King of Cups, yes. You're emotionally learning more about having stable emotional life. The King of Cups is someone who has emotional stability. And I feel that with the Prince of Cups, you are definitely starting that. And this is where you are going to arrive in shifting universes, shifting timelines, shifting your path, letting go of the past, letting go of things that don't serve you, letting go of the things that have held you back, accumulating burdens that aren't yours, because you like to heal people, you like to help people. But remember that after a while, you need to help yourself as well, right? We can't overextend ourselves, Scorpio. So here we go. Let's keep going. What else? Ooh, just gotta rush. Contemplation. Yeah, so the contemplation here in the path of love of tarot is about the Hermit. So this is a good time for you, yes, shedding light on things that need to be discovered. So knowing that in contemplation we learn more about the past, how we interacted, what was right, what was not right. And this is a good place for you to be, especially if you have shifted universes. Like I said, when you shift universes, everything changes, your perspectives, what you like, what you don't like, you're looking at everything. Everything is different, new, you're on a new timeline, okay? So this is, I feel like you are searching, you are healing. I feel that you decided, you know what, I'm not interested right now in chasing. I'm not interested in putting myself out there. I'm trying to find out more about me, and that's perfect. That's what we all are doing at this stage in the game anyway. All right, what else can we find out here? Oh, sacrifice. So here again, you're definitely a healing. You're definitely decided to take a sabbatical. You're definitely staying within yourself. This is sacrifice. This is the hangman in the regular tarot. In the Lover's Path, it's called sacrifice, because you are creating boundaries and you are sacrificing things that you might have used to do in your other universe, which you shifted. You are not going there anymore. You're staying within, contemplating, looking at everything, what it is that you really want in your life. Maybe you want space right now, could be what you need, because you're going through healing, you're unraveling, and that's what happens when you awaken, or you're on a new path, where you have to clean house. And I feel that you are healing from the past, Scorpio, which is brave, very courageous. Here we go. Wisdom. Wow. So you are definitely in a very highly spiritual moment in your process of healing. You definitely are taking this very serious, because wisdom here, the wisdom is the priestess. Okay, so you're definitely deep within yourself, looking at everything, probing at everything, making sure that you haven't missed a piece to turn over, a rock to turn. And, intuitively, right now, if you're in your stillness, you're quiet, you're within yourself. And Scorpio, that's a great place to be right now. Being the best person you could be, your greatest person, the better version of yourself comes when we clean house, when we heal, when we let go of things that no longer serve us or keep us in a lower vibration. you know, and so I feel that that's what's going on with you right now, and that's a great place to be. Healing, you're definitely on a new path. You've definitely jumped, you know, timeline here. You're shifting universes, which is changing everything. Okay, so let's see, what else? The Eight of Cups. Yes, you're walking away. You're not letting anything stay in your life that is not worth your emotional value. Okay, so you're stepping away from anything that has not value, doesn't have value, that doesn't value you. Okay, so that's what healing is all about. And very brave, and you're going to be fine, Scorpio. I know you will. I feel that you're very happy where you are right now. Let me pull out a soulful card here for this love reading. I don't know, you know, how these cards will correlate, but they're soulful messages that might be perfect for you, you know. And then I have an angel number cards. You know, I love to share the angel numbers, and they're little messages. They may not pertain to love, but they're very sweet angel numbers that will give you some, I don't know, fresh perspective. Let's see. The courage of your love. Yeah, loving oneself, I feel that's what you're doing right now. The courage of your love. You have courage here. Like I said before, this is very brave of you to be in this process of having the courage to love yourself, which is an example of that we need to do before we really find the perfect match, or someone that is doing the same work, you know, someone else who's jumped universes, who's on a new path, who's going deep and contemplating and you know, doing the work of letting go, you know, and that's what you are doing, which is great. So let's see what the angel numbers that are going to be shared with you right now, Scorpio. Let's see what the angel number is for you. And again, if there's anything here you want to leave in the comments about cards that you intuitively read differently, that would be great, because again, this is a collective reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, that makes sense, of course. And you know, I would love to see your comments about certain cards or about the reading itself. Thank you so much. So here's your angel number, Scorpio. 808. Ancestors. Balance, power, struggle, hope, low vibrations, warning. Okay, so pay close attention to the people in your life, your surrounding, and your physical health. So here you're stepping away from anything that's not very good in vibration, correct? It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues with any lower vibration frequencies. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries, which I believe you are doing. So this is the end of the reading, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I know that I do always when I do these readings. So hopefully I'll see you the next time, and you have a great week. Bye.